All right, this thing on. Okay. All right, I'm Dr. R.J. Burr with Reach Rehab and Chiropractic. What I find a lot is that low back pain is not the result of the back itself. It's typically the whipping post, whereas upper body movements and motions and lower body movements and motions, such as reaching overhead, squatting, and deadlifting, subject the back to excessive amount of force based on how we use our body. So the point of this video today is I'm going to show you some strategies you can utilize that can improve the efficiency and the effectiveness of your upper body workouts or lifting, whatever else it may be, without subjecting your back to excessive force and stress, which cause those chronic issues. Enjoy. We'll start with a positioning and awareness drill. And I can't stress to you how important this is to have this function before you go through the rest of the series, because most people tend to initiate shoulder motion by hiking their shoulder as opposed to just raising their arm overhead. So you want to be able to hike your shoulder up towards your ear and then bring it down away from your ear. When you grab your trap, you should feel that it turns on when you hike it, and when you bring it down, it relaxes. Through the rest of the movements, you want to make sure you can keep that trap somewhat relaxed as you reach overhead. Once you've got the awareness of shoulder hiking and pulling it down pat, you can then integrate it into a movement associating the midsection and the lower body. So you want to get up on a wall and get your spine flat, chin tucked, back flat. If you can, throw a band around your back, because in a minute here you'll see why it's there. And what you'll do is try and raise your arms overhead nice and slow without letting your head go forward nor your back come off the wall, and not letting your shoulders hike up into your ear. When you grab that trap, it should stay relaxed. So as you can see, the purpose of the band is to try and pull your back forward, because if you're limited with shoulder flexion, you'll either want to stick your head out or arch your back in order to get the arms up higher. However, you're not really getting the arms higher by moving the shoulder or the mid-back. You're using other strategies to do it. Once you've got that down, you can add some weight. So as you can see here, I got a bag full of sand, and I'm doing a heartbeat and lifting overhead. You want to make sure to maintain good quality, just like you were doing when you did not have the weight. And then you can throw in some presses. This next exercise is the wall angel. You'll want to get your back flat like the previous move, and elbows and wrists against the wall. And as you can see here, you will slide your arms up and down, reaching up as far as you can go without letting those cheats come out, like sticking your head forward or letting the back arch. Where you should feel it when you reach up is in your mid-back or your thoracic spine. You will not feel that if you are arching through the back or going through one of those cheats. Next, you'll then keep the elbows and wrist pinned, then slide or squat the body down as far as you can go. From the side view, you'll see as I reach up, in order to get my arms higher, I cheat by arching my low back. So yes, you get your arms higher, but you're doing it in a compensated way, as opposed to driving motion where you're trying to acquire more motion. An alternative to standing is by doing the same thing, but sitting your butt on a bench. Yes, this is one of my most favorite exercises, not just in this series, but overall. One, because I love utilizing developmental principles, and because I suck with overhead shoulder motion due to my lack of shoulder mobility. So I use it quite a bit. With this one, same principles as the previous moves, flat back, trying to drive some motion in the shoulders and the mid-back thoracic spine. This time you're just grabbing onto a weight, kettlebell, dumbbell, small child, small animal, whatever you can find around the house, and just make sure you're breathing while driving that shoulder motion. Okay, now we're finally starting to put all this together into a functional pattern. We're going to use a hip hinge here, which you should already know how to use your hips to bend as opposed to your back. And you combine this hip hinge pattern with some pressing. You can add a little bit of rotation if you'd like, but ultimately you want to make sure you do not do what you see here, which is way too much motion in the back.
Last but not least, we'll put it all together with some single arm work. You don't have to be a show off like me doing a bottoms up kettlebell. However, it does increase the demand of stability required. It's quite challenging. Make sure, as always, don't hike that shoulder way up into your ear. And then when you're ready, you can also throw in some lower body motion as well.